Hi everyone, Donut here. We got a crazy freaking shooting today for you guys involving a moving gun battle during a high-speed chase. Twice. This one's going to be between some dirtbag and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Say that 5 times fast. Those kooky Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department officers shoot like 200 people a year. But first, a word from our sponsor, Warpath. This video is sponsored by Warpath, a mobile game that gives you a real military experience where you play as a commander and can recruit officers, conduct diplomatic negotiations, or fight together against a common enemy. The maps and landscapes in the game are based on the real locations across history, simulating some of the most historic battles. The game also contains a huge weapon system, including both historical and modern tanks, rifles, artillery, and fighter jets. Oh, and the 5.0 version is about to come out. You're gonna get more amazing modern units that you can see in the trailer. Also, you can be a sniper with the FPS gameplay in Warpath now. Try it, you won't regret it. You can adjust real military strategies in real time and allocate resources to build up your combat power using different weapons and vehicles to be ready for any scenario. Warpath is even organizing tournaments with a $15,000 prize pool that anyone can participate in. Download the game using my link in the description and join the tournament. You can even focus on building alliances to work together, spy on your enemies, and achieve victory. There's a link for that too. Let's fight side by side in our own alliances. Thanks again to Warpath for sponsoring this video. Shootings! So I know the running joke on the channel here is that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department shoots like tons of people a year, but miraculously, through some type of divine intervention, they've only shot 7 people so far this year. This time last year, that was like the body count for 1 week. They've gotten some pretty amazing one-taps also the past couple years. You guys remember this one? The incident we're covering today also isn't the first time that someone's treated Las Vegas like a Grand Theft Auto server with no admins around to slap your PP. Remember this guy last year who carjacked a bunch of people and led police on a wild chase? Maybe Las Vegas is a Grand Theft Auto server. We are living in a simulation after all. The Grand Theft Auto server must have opened back up because that's what we're talking about today. My point being, they have a lot of good body camera footage, and I'm going to make a whole playlist of their body camera footage and link it below. August 11th, 2022. Our suspect, Justin Venegas. That's right, his name is Justin Venegas from Las Vegas. That sounds like if I lived there and ate paint chips as a kid and someone asked me where I lived, I'm like, I live in Las Vegas. So what had happened is that Venegas pointed a gun at a 73-year-old lady and took her car. Police immediately recognized who he was, set up surveillance at the guy's last known address, and he led them on a big-ass chase involving 2 separate shootings. LVMPD has some of the best shooting breakdowns out of any other law enforcement agency in the country. I'm totally gonna use their map they made in their video. Sorry, I keep deviating. I just looked at this map and realized I only ever go to the main strip when I go to Vegas, usually for SHOT Show. Did you guys know that SHOT Show is during the same week as the Adult Video Awards? You can get some epic firearm industry contacts and herpes all in the same week.
It sounds awesome.
Anyways, police spot him and start following him with the helicopter. I don't know if he realized he was being followed or they just happened to catch him right when he booted up GTA 5 RL. This is the first time I've seen a carjacking like this though. Dude straight up supermans through the passenger window of this avalanche and forces the driver out. The helo tells ground units this crazy fucker just stole a car, so they'll go in for a pit maneuver. Now the officer driving is still an FTO. He's a trainee, so a pit maneuver is like a wet dream for him.
Hit him.
Unfortunately, our trainee doesn't get his pit completed because the suspect leans out of the driver's side window and almost schwacks our trainee. His FTO says, "Hell no, brother, no one shoots at my trainee," and returns fire through his patrol car windshield with a Gucci-ass patrol pistol. I mean, look at this thing. It's dope as hell.
Hit him, right here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. You all right? Good. You okay? Good.
Now there are 2 things I'd like to talk about right here before we go any further. The suspect's gun and shooting through windshields. Here's the gun that the guy was using. Wouldn't that suck to get killed by a rusty Smith & Wesson with a scratched off serial number? If I got killed by something like that, could you guys please just tell my family that I fell into a gorilla enclosure and got fucked to death by a 400-pound silverback? Embarrassing. It's almost as bad as getting killed by one of those high points with $100 bills printed on it. Let's talk about shooting out of your own window. It's a viable tactic as explained by both Kyle Lamb and and tactical rifleman in separate videos. You just got to be careful because that glass blows back into your eyes, down your shirt, and if you remain in your vehicle, you're breathing it in. You know, that's still better than getting shot yourself. You just got to pick and choose when to use it. Back to the action. Neither officer is hurt, but they keep following the suspect while other units jump into the chase. After driving halfway through Las Vegas, he forgets that helicopters exist and decides he should carjack another person. He runs a lady off the road and tries to get into her vehicle. When she throws it in reverse, though, he starts shooting at her.
His car's running. He's got a gun pointed at the victim here. It is firing into the victim vehicle. We have to get him stopped.
Some people collect Pokemon cards, but this guy collects felonies. Fortunately, the lady wasn't hit by gunfire, and the suspect's original vehicle is now running away from him. He catches up with his truck and pulls into a grocery store parking lot where the second police shooting takes place. He tries to hijack a minivan, but parks his truck so close to it he can't even get into it, so he jumps back inside his truck while police surround him. Using some pucker-inducing crossfire, police shoot at him with no success.
Get back in it. Get all the way up to the block in if you can. You hear a shot at a civilian. So we get that thing blocked in. Get it done. Patrol, air fire, officers, air shot.
He then decides he's tired of running, spots a police car in front of him, puts the pedal to the floor, and slams into that patrol car. A civilian beside the suspect captures the crash firsthand.
And he takes some of these hoses from the pedestal and connects them to those panels.
That was a pretty gnarly wreck, and this part right here actually made me kind of sad because it's a K9 officer, and you can hear him. The first thing he does is check on his K9.
Video description again, please. Oh, fuck. Forrest, you okay? Forrest!
The K9s don't have seatbelts, so surely the dog's severely injured or dead. But nope, reports state that the dog's completely fine and the K9 handler just suffered a mild concussion and was released from the hospital.
This is from the pedestal. Holy fuck. Those panels.
I don't know the condition of the suspect, don't really care. He is alive, and my lord, did they throw the book at him. He ended up being charged with 3 counts of attempted murder of a cop, 2 counts of robbery with a deadly weapon on a person over 60, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon on a person over 60, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 1 count of grand theft auto, 1 count of battery on a cop, 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of attempted robbery, 1 count of robbery with a deadly weapon, 1 count of discharging a firearm at a moving vehicle, and last but not least, 1 count of felony evading. Big oof. Well, that's all I have for you fine people today. Make sure to check out my vlog channel, Operation Donut. I've been uploading regularly to there again. And if you want to help support the channel, go to donutoperator.com where you can get some super sweet merch or follow me on pretty much any platform. As always, everyone, please have a fantastic day.